Number 6.
Number 6. We back.
Do it for the 6. Fuck, I look like Drake.
You said who?
I said, fuck, I look like Drake.
Oh yeah,
Drake. The man that stole my whole flow.
Episode 6. Picking up sticks. Suck my
bricks. All white bricks.
Yeah. Hey, Flann.
What?
You know we gotta start this bitch off telling them about our geekness ass King's Dominion experience.
Yeah, boys went to King's Dominion. What was that?
Saturday, yeah.
What was the first geekness thing we've seen?
All right, so I'm gonna just start off telling this story. I went to King's Dominion last year, and I was pretty big. I was a big boy. You know, I'm slimming back down now, getting back in shape, getting healthier. But yeah, I got on Twisted Timbers, a roller coaster in King's Dominion.
The wooden one, right? All wooden.
Yeah, RMC roller coaster, and
what does RMC stand for? I don't fucking know.
What is it? Rocky Mountain Coasters or something? No, I think
Rocky
it's something
Mountain
like that.
High.
I think that's just the name of their shit. But fucking got waited in line, got up to sit down, and they went to push my shit down or whatever, lock it in.
You talking about the the buckle or whatever?
Yeah.
What is it called? I know what you're
The
saying.
restraint shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And that bitch would not go down, boy. It would not lock. And I'm sitting there like, fuck. I was like, bro, I got to start losing weight. Luckily, they pushed down and they got it, but
yeah, well, you had to.
I was like, damn, boy.
You got that first click after you sucked it in.
And after that happened, I was like, because I love riding roller coasters in an amusement park. I was like, bro, I can't let this weight hinder me from fucking riding and shit.
It's like we were saying. That's like the same shit as when Kevin Gates said he knows he got too fat when he was holding his friend's baby, and his baby. He said the baby tried to breastfeed on me.
Yeah. But basically, me and Flann was there this weekend, seeing two.
Well, no, the funniest shit is because that's the type of shit like. Thank God, I never I never been that big that I couldn't fit on a roller coaster. I damn sure, you know what I mean, got up to 210 at one point. But it was funny because since you had the experience, you knew what to look for.
Yeah.
So we were walking up to the thing and there was a big dude in front of us.
Well, let's not say big. People that got a lot of stored energy.
Stored energy. Yeah.
Stored energy people. And yeah, he couldn't get on, and it was two people, a lady and him, both had to get up.
But the funniest part is when we were walking up there, he was in front of us. You looked at me, and was like, "Yeah, that dude ain't gonna be able to ride this shit."
Because he was rude, he low key kind of bumped past us.
Yeah, he cut in front of the line and everybody. And you were like, "That big boy is cutting in front of everybody. Watch, he's not even gonna be able to get on this shit." I was like, "What you mean?" And then you told me the story about what you just told.
And especially seeing them other people couldn't get on, and they was way smaller than him. I was like, "Yo, you tweaking for even sitting down?"
Yeah, but before he got on, it was a lady in front of us that tried to get on. And the funny thing, I was like, oh, she must be right. Because she was kind of older.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe she's riding with her kid. And they tried to put the thing down. I'm talking about the dude was pushing it as hard as he could, and it wouldn't lock on her. You could see her like looking around. And then I realized that the dude beside her was just some random dude, it wasn't even her kid. So they made her get off, and she she didn't even wait around. She got off and kind of just ran. She's like, let me get out of here, ran down the steps. The very next, me and Ray were still in line. The very next car that came through was the dude that me and you seen. Yeah. And we were both looking like it was like a fucking, we knew what was about to happen the whole time. And we looked over there and he was like, watch. And the worst part was he ran all the way up there, cut in front of everybody, and then stood in the longest line so he could be in the front of the roller coaster. And then they would the dude working was doing the same thing. He got up to him and he was trying to push it down as hard as he could, and you could see him. He's like, nah, it's not gonna fit. And then on the screen they had it so whenever you put your thing down, the thing on the screen went from red to green, and every single one on the screen was green except that big boy's. And then the funniest part of the whole thing was they got on the intercom. They said, "Yeah, number 12's not number 12's not locked." And you can see him. He was looking around, looking at us. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm number 12."
Yeah. And then we seen him later when we got off the ride.
No, it was before we even got on the ride. Remember, he walked over to the
Yeah,
side.
with
And,
the pouting and shit.
yeah, he walked over to the side, and then he turned around and just looked at everybody like. You could kind of see him having that moment, like, God damn, bro.
Nah, he about to get his shit together.
Yeah, we're going to see that dude at Kings Dominion next year, and he's going to be like 180 pounds,
yeah,
like
that boy.
ripped.
Yeah.
Damn. And then and then as soon as we got off of that ride, we went to the restaurant, and me and you were eating together, like at the like a table, like a 2-person table type shit. And this lady got her food and like was walking past our table and dropped her whole fucking plate on the floor. I'm talking about like didn't eat a single bite, plate full of food, dropped it on the floor. And Ray Ray said, you know, she dropped that plate because she was staring at us. Like, what you mean? She was like, she had her whole head like this looking at us, dropped her plate of food.
She ain't never seen a real one before.
I was like, damn, she was like, is that a black man and a white man eating together? Like, and the funniest part was she had a little kid, and the little kid was like, it looked like she was used to it. She was like, Mom, we got to get some more food.
Yeah, right.
I said, I would have walked right up there and be like, yeah, my baby's dropped the food.
Yep.
And then, oh, shit.
On the way back, that shit was geekiness.
On the way back, it was like kind of traffic. Like we were stuck in traffic. And there was 2 trucks in front of us kind of wilding out. Like one dude was like kind of swerving over to the side, looking like he was like fucking with one of the cars. But then they must have known each other.
Yeah, they had, yeah.
Because the 2 trucks pulled up beside each other and like handed something to the other one out the window. And we were like, oh, that's weird. Like, what the fuck?
Right. And then the car in front of them, like we had a standstill in traffic.
Yeah, standstill
this
traffic.
man just opens up his door.
Yeah, leans his whole head out and starts vomiting all over the highway. Like we was right there. Like I wanted to pull up to him and be like, "Hey, baby, you need some water?"
Yeah, right. I was thinking myself, like, Flann, we got to get the fuck home. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And then before even that, we went all the way to Burger King just to get a milkshake. And she's like, "I'm sorry to tell you, the ice cream machine is
I said, oh, you done hurt my heart, baby.
So
she said, "You want a pie?"
Yeah. She said, "You want a Hershey pie?" Yeah, right. It's like
Bitch, I wanted
a fucking milkshake. Yeah. We finally get through the traffic. We go all the way to Stafford, which is like 45 minutes from where we. No, I'm saying, but where we were stuck in traffic.
Oh yeah.
So like from the point, it's probably like I don't know, like a little less than an hour to get to Kings Dominion from Stafford, and like where we were stuck in traffic was like 30 or 40 minutes from Stafford. So we go all the way to Stafford, pull off on the exit, and then go to Sheetz. Mm-hmm. We was in Sheetz, mm-hmm. And we ordered our food, and it was like 2 pretty young girls in there and 2 like young white dudes behind us. And I think what happened was either one of the young white dudes was like either whistling to the song, or him and his boy were looking at like the young girls, yeah, and like saying it's like, damn, like God, like you see, they doing that type of shit. Yeah. Out of nowhere, this
tatted up white dude,
this short like 5'6" tatted up white dude, like literally looking like he might have got out of prison like yesterday, comes barging back in the Sheetz. And walks right up to these young boys. Like, this dude probably was like 40 years old, and these kids were probably like 17.
Yeah. And
he said, "You whistling at my girl?"
He said, "I'll knock you the fuck out."
Yeah, I was like, is he being I thought it was a skit or some shit, bro. Like, I didn't even think it was real. Because first of all, how are you 40 years old crashing out on some kids?
Yeah, right.
In Sheetz, where there's cameras everywhere. He was like, "I'll knock you the fuck out. I'll beat your ass right here in front of every."
Like you don't get no points for pulling up on no fucking kid.
On a kid, and the kid, like you could tell the kid was like, he was like, "Are you fucking serious, bro?" Like he didn't flinch, he didn't do nothing. He kind of stood his ground. And the dude's girl who was ugly,
ugly and shit. Like ain't nobody whistling.
Came running back in like, "Stop it! Don't do it! Like stop!" And he was like, "I'll beat your ass!" Like blah blah blah. And then the dude walked out, and the kid started geeking immediately.
Yeah, we all started geeking. It was some white dude in the cut. He was
yeah. Everybody in there was like straight laughing at this dude. Like you said, you do not get no cool points for pulling up on some kids talking about I'm gonna whip your ass for whistling. And then it made me realize like, damn, bro. That's 2025. Like you got people out here ready to go to jail over a whistle. A whistle. Like how do you have to not give a fuck about your life at all to hear somebody whistle
And assume they whistling at your
First of all,
girl.
yeah, assume they're whistling at your girl, and then second of all, be ready to go to jail over a kid whistling.
And like couldn't put two and two together. Two young boys.
Yeah, two young girls. Right there. And you said buddy at the counter, like who was working at Sheetz.
Yeah.
He was watching the whole time like this. Just,
yeah, he was unbothered. Yeah, he was like, bro, I don't get paid enough.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough to go deal with that shit. So we walk outside and to get back in the car, and we see the young boys who allegedly did the whistling walk out of Sheetz and get in one of the fucking trucks that was in front of us on the highway the whole time.
Yeah, right.
So the two young dudes that this fuckhead approached and said, "I'm gonna beat your ass," was one of the two trucks that were handing shit back and forth when we were stuck in traffic. So I wanted to go up to him and be like, "Yo, did y'all see that dude throwing up on the highway?"
Oh yeah,
but yeah. But at that point, I was like, "Nah."
Funny how life works.
Oh my god, all that that was all in like 3 hours. All those stories was within like 3 hours.
Yeah. Like we said, a lot of dumb shit like that always happen to me, bro.
Same.
Like, you know how many people, random people, like me working, I just had like, I guess, I'm assuming homeless people, just come up next to me, start pissing and shit. I'm like, am I just a certain guy that motherfuckers feel comfortable doing that next to?
The most, yeah, right?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like, also, like, did this dude think that he was just gonna, like, let's say he did get crazy and, like, pop off on these kids. Like, they were kids, but they look like they weren't small kids, and they look like country kids. So you know damn well like one of them kids had a gun in the car or some shit, like a shotgun or some shit. So then it made me realize like I said before, like damn bro, there are people out here that are really just ready to throw their whole fucking life away at Sheetz.
At Sheetz.
Not
even Wawa. Like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Like you go to prison and there are other dudes like, yeah, I murdered somebody. It's like, yeah, I was committed tax fraud for 10 years, and that dude's like, I beat up some kids at Sheetz while I was waiting on my mac and cheese bites.
Right? Shit crazy, man.
And surprisingly, even though it was Memorial Day, we didn't see nobody we knew at Kings Dominion.
No.
I always see somebody I know.
Yeah, I always see somebody.
Yeah, that was a eventful Saturday. And then Sunday, I went to the skate park all day.
Sunday, I worked.
Yeah, I'm going to start. Luckily, thank the Lord. Like I said, I got some job offers today, so.
You ain't got to know about all that.
Yeah. Your boy been unemployed. Nah, people need to hear it, though, because that shit sucks, dog. It's a hard job market right now. Like, if you don't got a job or if you leave one job and trying to get a new one, it's way fucking harder than it was like 5 years ago.
I feel like why though? Because I feel like nobody wants to work now.
It's hard in like technology shit.
Yeah, I would say probably especially because
all them people got fired from the federal government, like all the Trump rules and shit. Like a lot of people, dog. Like I know people who were working 2 jobs for the government, and then they lost both jobs. And then it made me realize, like, damn, well, you probably shouldn't be able to work 2 full-time jobs anyway.
Yeah.
like, there's no way you're putting 8 hours. If you got 2 jobs, there's no way you're putting 8 hours in at both jobs and sleeping. Because if you sleeping 8 hours and working 2 8 hours, that's the whole day right there. That's 24. And I know that ain't the case. But yeah, like, damn, that shit took me like 6 months to get a new job. But hopefully one of these ones I just got works out because I need some money, baby.
Need that money.
Luckily, I ain't had to dig into my savings and all that shit. Thanks to Ray Ray taking me on the fucking surveying trips. It's like, no, not really. What music you been listening to?
Just whatever comes out on new release Friday. Or I just be listening to the shit I made.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Which I need to release.
Yeah, we got so many songs. Ray Ray got about like 50 songs that I mixed in the past 2 years. Sitting on them.
Just sitting on them.
I've been listening to nothing but that new Morgan Wallen album all week.
Oh, okay.
Makes me feel like a drunk redneck, and I love it. I feel like I drank more beers in the past 5 days listening to that album than I did like a year before.
Like I was telling you Saturday, I was like, I fucks with Morgan Wallen because he's... What I say? Wallen. Is it Wallen?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds wrong.
Wallen? Yeah.
Well, anyway.
The bigger part is just a dude named Morgan.
Yeah. But I fuck with his style because it's not like every fucking country singer to me. It's like they all got the same fucking voice and
Yeah. Yeah, he's from Tennessee. Like like a part of Tennessee that's pretty similar to Virginia. So I think he probably grew up in a place like kind of similar to where we grew up.
Yeah. And this shit more like, well, the shit I heard is more like up-tempo.
Yeah.
I like up-tempo shit. I don't like...
Bro, his album has 37 songs on it.
Didn't he do something like that? Like one of his
I think
previous ones?
the last one was 30-something too. Like
Yeah.
32 or something. Yes, 37 songs. And like if you like country music, there is not a single skip on that album. Like I'll listen to the whole thing through and won't press the skip button one time. There is not another single artist in the United States doing that shit. Like it don't matter what genre. Like if you see a rapper out here putting out a 37-song album with no skips, let me know.
Good,
yeah, that shit is crazy. So that's how you know this dude must be. He probably wakes up and records a song like every day.
And it's like people, like you said, the no skips. It's like, why do people do that? You think they really believe that all their songs was like headbanger,
right.
like hits, or they just like, oh, just throw that shit in there? I only got like 5 good
Yeah, right. Because that's what it made me think. Like, damn, if this dude put 37 songs on the album, how many did he throw away?
Yeah,
he probably recorded 100 and only and like got 37 on there, which is crazy. Also, I've been listening to that Rico Nasty album. She's a DMV product. Right. Yeah, shout out Rico Nasty. She's from PG, Maryland, I think. She got a couple good songs on there. New music. Oh, you said we were listening to that Mexican OT and Sauce Walker tape. That shit was good.
Yeah, a little older now though. But.
Yeah, I went to the skate park on Sunday. Seen all the boys there. That shit is bringing the boys out. There's about like 30, 40 people up there.
Let's bring the boys out.
The new skate park in Fredericksburg. Yeah, it's brand new. People coming from all over. It's good to see.
I gotta go throw them things back up in the air over there shooting.
Oh. You said the last time we was over there, the dude said, "Why ain't you in the league?
Yeah.
The Knicks could have used you."
Yeah, I was like, that bitch swooshing. Ain't shot in damn near a year or two.
That's what you need.
Yeah, if you a shooter and you got a shot, like you ain't losing that bitch. You just gotta throw up. You might miss the first couple until you find your rhythm. Like, oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, it comes back right away. It's like riding a bike. I was speaking of basketball. You know a funny video I seen that I wanted to bring up last time and I never did. Basically, like halfway through the season, a little kid with cancer.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, I don't know if he had cancer, but I think it was like a little kid.
Oh, Anthony Edwards?
Yeah. Like I think it was like some sort of like Make-A-Wish kid. I could be wrong, but gave Anthony Edwards a bracelet to wear. And Anthony Edwards put it on and was like, "I'm gonna wear this bracelet for the rest of the season." And like if you look at the pictures, he put that shit on and never took it off.
Yeah.
Wore it the whole season. And then like they didn't play they played the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah, and that's when
Yeah,
LeBron.
And in the first round, LeBron ripped that shit right off his wrist. And all the comments are like, if that little kid dies, LeBron should be the one to pay all the funeral costs for breaking the bracelet off his wrist.
Yeah, I think that I seen something where the little kid gave him multiple ones, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I always wear a fucking bracelet for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta have something on my wrist, either a watch, or if I don't put a watch on, I'll put on like one of those bracelets with all the little pictures of Jesus on it and stuff.
Yeah,
but it's funny when you don't wear your watch and then you put a bracelet on. Like if you're used to having a watch and I have a bracelet on, it still feels like it. And I'll go look at my wrist in public and it will just be a bracelet.
Like, what are you doing, mama?
Yeah, right. They'd be like, "Why that man looking at his bracelet, mama?"
I feel like, are we missing something that we supposed to tell these motherfuckers?
Right. I feel like it was. Oh, did we talk about Final Destination last time? That Final Destination movie was crazy. Yeah, I didn't even save that much stuff to talk about this time.
Oh shit, wang it,
chicken wang it. Oh yeah.
What happened to you?
I know what it was. It was when we were at the restaurant with Jenkins.
Oh yeah, shit crazy.
Yo, my wife was literally laughing about that shit for like 3 days straight. So you see, the boys got a table.
Got a table.
Shout out to Jenkins. Look at got good wood mahogany table up here.
Yeah, you can do old cafeteria beats on this bitch.
And when our friend brought the table up here, we went out to eat afterwards.
Yeah, because I offered to pay for him for bringing it up.
Yeah, and it's funny because something I always be saying to my wife is like, Well, like if I go out to eat with like just me and Ray, for example, I'll get home and be like, yeah, good thing I ain't paid for Ray Ray so people ain't think we was gay. like as a joke. And Eva would be like, you're the only one that thinks shit like that. And I'd be like, you are so wrong, bro. That is how all men think. So we went out with our friend after he brought the table up here, and he was like, I'm about to look so gay, Ray Ray, when you pay for my meal. And so when the lady came, finally, we ate all the food. When the lady came to bring the checks, she was like, all right, so how do y'all want to split the check up? And I think I said first, I was like, that side, this side. And she looked at us like, wait, what the fuck do you mean?
Nah, what did I say? I was like,
and then
them two, and then it's gonna be us two.
Yeah,
and then she fucked it up, but repeated the same shit I just said.
But she out loud to the whole restaurant said, "Oh, y'all two and them two." And while she was doing it, rubbing on her belly, she said, "Oh, y'all two and them two." And Ray said, "Oh, she just lost some of her tip for that." She announced it to the whole restaurant, and it was so funny. My wife was laughing so hard because she was like, that our friend was she was like saying in her head that like our friend was worried about nothing. Yeah. But then when the lady came, it was like she didn't understand. She was like, "Wait, y'all are paying together, and y'all are paying together." And I was talking about it with my my brother-in-law, and he was like, "That's the type of waitress to scream out to the whole restaurant when your credit card gets declined."
Yeah, right.
Like, sir, your credit card is declined.
But yeah, it's like
Kevin Hart, just rub it on your jeans.
Yeah. Can two men actually really go out and have a meal without motherfuckers assuming that they gay?
In 2025,
unless you wearing a business suit and shit, they're like, oh, they here for a meeting.
They here for a business meeting. Yeah, because like if it's like 3 people, that's different.
Yeah,
but if it's just 2,
then it gets a little iffy. Yeah, it gets a little scary.
If it's 2 and you pay for the check separately, you're like, then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. But if it's 2 and you pay on the same check, I think everybody just assumes you're gay in 2025.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. That shit was so funny, bro. Eva was laughing about it for like 3 days. Oh, man.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
I'm about to go to Boston to the movie La La Land. Remember we were telling you about it? My wife's favorite movie is La La Land. And they're on this tour right now where it's like you sit in the theater and watch the movie, but they take all the music out and there's a live orchestra in the theater with you and they play the music. So we're about to go see that shit in Boston. That should be fun.
Hold on, so that's all it is? You're actually still watching the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought it was like a play.
No.
Okay,
it's like a movie theater, but in the front of the movie theater is a whole orchestra, like 50-piece orchestra.
Right in front of the
right in front of the screen, and the screen's up there and the orchestra.
Oh, that would distract me a little.
Yeah. So what is that song? Yeah, so they're going to be like playing the music from the movie instead of the movie playing the music. Yeah, that should be pretty fun.
Shit, we used to be in band, boy. We used to be fucking up like a motherfucker.
Oh my God, bro. And I had a clarinet, so that's the funniest instrument when you fuck it up on purpose. Yeah. You sound just like Squidward off of SpongeBob. Like when Squidward would try to play it, I'm like, yeah.
Shit, I used to play the trombone.
Oh yeah.
And I had a guy that really took that shit serious. So I'd just be looking at him the whole time, like, oh, where you got that bitch at? Okay.
Yeah, trombone is not even no finger placement or nothing. So if somebody beside you is good, you could literally just match them the whole time.
That's all I did. But when it came to taking them tests by yourself, boy,
bro, I remember sometimes that was the stupidest fucking thing because like we was that was 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade when we had that class together. So you're like 14, and
you younger. You ain't 14 till you like 9th grade.
Oh yeah, so we was like 13, 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And the way that the teacher did the music test, we had a funny ass teacher, bro. Like funny in the way that he wasn't funny, but if you pissed him off, it was the funniest shit ever.
That face he used to make when somebody fucked up?
He's and you know how like some adults, like damn, I used to be this type of kid. Like if my mom starts yelling at me,
you smile and shit, yeah.
I like. For some reason, I don't know why, bro. Something rewired in my head, fucked up. But whenever she would get angry, it was the funniest shit ever to me. So she would be screaming at me super angry, and I'll be trying to hold in my laughter, and it would just make her madder and madder and madder. Yeah. That's exactly how the band teacher was.
I was the same way.
Yeah. So the band teacher was like, if you did one thing wrong, he would get kind of angry and like look at you, give that funny face, and then he would turn around and like try to talk to somebody else, and like me and the other dude would just be like,
Yeah, bro, we had too many characters in that fucking class, bro.
It was a whole class full of characters.
Yeah.
And the funniest shit, bro. So the way that we had to do like individual tests, which is the stupidest shit ever, because like the class is supposed to be about learning how to play an instrument, not about like playing an instrument by yourself in front of everybody.
Yeah.
The way that we would do the test is he would go, everybody would literally just have to sit there quiet
and listen to the other
and
one.
not do anything while he went around. And it was like 30 people in the class. While he went around to each individual person and made them play the song by themselves while everybody else was just sitting there staring at him.
Or just fucking around.
Or just fucking around. Like, so it was the perfect opportunity for like somebody like us, like if you really didn't give a shit, to like ruin somebody else's test. Just like, but the funniest shit was like when he would get to somebody like you don't know exactly who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna put him on blast. And he would get to some kids in the class, and some people would just be like, "Nah, pass."
Oh yeah, no. No, that one we say, I'll take a 0.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like, what? You take a 0.
That man would like wet the reed on his sit, like put the tip of the saxophone in his mouth, get his hands ready, just be like, yeah, I take a 0.
Crazy.
That's how you know that that is not the ideal way to get kids how to play music.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
because like I feel like band is supposed to be a way to like get kids into like reading music, writing music, that type of shit. And not a single fucking person from that entire class ended up being a musician except like me and you.
Yeah, right.
Literally, nope. Like, yeah, bro, I can't think of anybody else from that whole class.
Well, it was
RJ,
a couple.
like,
And like Darrell and all that.
Yeah. So
It's a couple.
But I don't think was Darrell in that class with us.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So there's a couple people, but it was like out of class of like 30. It was probably like 4 or 5 people that ended up making music.
Yeah.
The funniest shit was, I think people were just so bad in this dude's class that now that I look back at it as an adult, they probably told this dude like, "Hey, yo, stop sending people to the office," because he would probably send somebody out every day. Like literally every day, we couldn't get shit done in band class because somebody was doing something crazy.
Hey, but when it came to performing, though, we always performed. I don't know how. Like the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward was trying to.
Oh yeah.
That's how we were.
Like you talking about the episode when Squilliam comes? Squidward.
And they perform for the damn Super Bowl or some shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's the movie. That's when they perform at the Super Bowl. I thought that was the movie.
Nah, that's just the episode.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking of I'm a goofy goober.
No, that's something different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure they told this dude like, "Yo, you got to stop sending kids to the office. Like, either get control of your fucking classroom, or like something about you is wrong because like you're the only teacher that probably sends this many kids to the office." Because what he would do is instead of sending you to the office, he would be like, "Write me a 200-word essay by the end of the class." So you could literally literally do whatever the fuck you wanted in that class and knew you weren't going to get sent to the office and knew all you had to do was write a 200-word essay and nobody would ever find out.
And you write some dumb shit. The sky is blue and I like you.
I would literally be like, "Music is so fun. I love playing my clarinet." And
I mean, we 12 at this. What the fuck you expect us to write?
Yeah, right. Like 12, 13-year-olds writing essays because they are already in a class they don't give a fuck about. Mm-hmm. They already know they're not going to get sent to the office. And they already know, like, wait, all I got to do is write an essay and my mom will never find out that I act a fool in this class.
Yeah, it was a lot of bad kids in there.
Yeah, it was like
pretty much all the bad kids from every grade.
Because it was one of those rare classes in middle school where it was like 6th, 7th, and 8th graders all in the same class. Yeah. Spanish in high school was another one like that. Where like something about the environment of like learning Spanish, like a bunch of like country kids like us learning Spanish, something about that shit just made everybody act like a fool. Like there was like like I remember one dude that was in my class, every time the teacher would say something, he would just repeat it in like a stupid ass voice. She'd be like, "Thursday is jueves," and he'd just be like, "Jueves." But I feel like that was the only 2 classes that I ever had that where like as soon as I walked in the door, it was just like something changed, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna act the ass today.
But shit, when I did Spanish, 9th grade, had one of our closest friends, Smooth. His mom taught.
His mom was a teacher.
Yeah, so the first year, like I had like a 74 at the end of the year.
But that was before Smooth came to our school.
I think so. Yeah.
He was still at another school for that year. Yeah.
So I don't know, because I knew the guy, and that's the reason I had a 74 for the year, and I talked to her. I was like, damn, can you just bump me up to that 75? So yeah.
And most people don't comprehend that a 74 is failing, bro.
Yeah, because failing. Now that shit a C. I'm like, what?
In high school now a 74 is a C. When we were in high school, it was like
that was a F.
Yeah, it was like 95 to 100 was an A. 88 to a 94 was a B. Yeah. And if in a
80 to
it was like 83 to 75. No.
What, D? 75 was the last thing.
We haven't got to C yet.
Oh, C is 87 to 81. Yeah.
And then 75 to 80 was a D. Holy shit, bro. So like, when we were in high school, if you got an 80 at our school, that was a D. And then I went to college afterwards and got like 80s and I got B's. I was like, wait. I can get 80s and get B's?
Stupid, bro.
So the fact that you even had to do that, like a 74 was a failing grade.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, please bump me up to a 75 so I can get a D.
All right, so check this out.
That's ridiculous. Dude, now that I think about it, that is ridiculous. So really, anybody who graduated from our school
is really smart.
Yeah. Or anybody who graduated, like they could have had, there was people in our school that could have had like C minuses, and that would have been B's at any other school. Yeah. That's wild. They would have been honor roll at another school.
We smart dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But she bumped me up, so the next year I had a class again. Bro, I did not take that shit, bro. Like at one point I was like, I just would go in there and just be. It was me. You remember a guy named Amon?
You talking about Dade?
Yeah,
for sure, bro.
It was another guy named Zach Powers. He was some white dude. I don't know if you remember him. He was there for like a year. I'm thinking of
Kenny Powers.
Yeah. Bro, us three would just be in a cut at a certain part of the year. Like, she didn't even give us paperwork, nothing, bro, because we already was like, we ain't.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit, bro.
He was like, this ain't for us.
Yeah.
It was pretty much like a free period.
And then after that, we had a different teacher after our friend's mom for like, because I kept taking Spanish. Because
I wish I took it serious now, though.
Bro, I learned very quickly because of our friend's mom's class. Like when I was a freshman, she also ran like the after school program for like the Spanish club. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm like trying to get into college. Like, let me join all these clubs. And I quickly realized like, oh wait, Spanish club is just all the fine Mexican girls like in high school in Spanish club. So I was like, all right, I got to keep like learning Spanish. I feel like this would be a good skill.
How many fine Mexican girls did we have? Oh, and you ain't got to say no names.
No, I'm saying when I was 14, bro, they were all fine. Like, like not looking back on it, you know what I mean? But it was more just like an opportunity to be around like people who like weren't just athletes after school. It was like, fine, I'll do like one thing after school where I can like be around people who have like, it was really the music too. Cause our friend, we had a close Mexican friend and he would put me on all the music. So
who?
Rique.
Oh, okay.
Like Rique would put me on all the Spanish music. So like by the time I was in like freshman or sophomore, like Spanish club was literally just for me an excuse to like talk with other people about the music that I liked. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep taking it. So I took Spanish all 4 years of high school. And bro, I only got suspended in high school twice and got probably written up to the office 4 times. And every single one of those times was all from Spanish class. Was from the not our friend's mom, but for the teacher after that. And the fucked up part is I got straight A's, bro. I got straight A's in her class, and I think that made her like madder. It's like, how do you get straight A's and you still won't sit the fuck down and do the work? And like I would do dumb shit. Like I would like fall asleep in the class, and then like straight fall out of my chair and do all sorts of dumb shit. Or like the most fucked up thing I did in Spanish class was, like one day out loud, I just said, anybody know what time we get out of this hellhole? Like trifling shit like that. And she knew if she sent me to the office, because my dad was a teacher, she knew if she sent me to the office, it was over for me at home.
Yeah.
So she was the only one sending me to the office. And I would get to the office and they would like look at my, like, they would pull my grades up on the computer and they were like, you're in the office for Spanish class? I'm like, yeah. They're like, it says here you have an A in Spanish class. I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, why the fuck are you getting sent to the office? I'm like, because that shit is something about it. When you walk into Spanish class, bro, it just makes you want to act like a fool. Like, act like you don't want to do nothing. But then I kept taking it in college. Like, not even because I had to, just because I wanted to. And the immediate, like, I feel like when I graduated high school, like, I didn't know Spanish. It was more like, oh, I know how to do the test and that type of shit. But like once you get to college and start taking Spanish, it's a whole different environment. Like my Spanish got super good in like 2 years. I think I took 4 semesters of it at Mary Washington. And shit, it ended up working for me because that's like not really, but like not the language, but one of the reasons when I first met my wife, because she's Hispanic, and one of the reasons that we like really connected instantly was because all the fucking music I knew. Yeah. She was like, "Wait, how do you know all this music?" It's like, bro, I've been taking Spanish for like 8 years. Like, I gotta know a little bit of this shit. But a tip to anybody out there who wants to learn Spanish: the easiest way is to just find songs you like and read the lyrics.
Oh yeah, because
that's gonna teach you how people actually talk, and not like out of a textbook.
Yeah.
Also, in when you actually like study the music, like music lyrics. It's usually like storytelling shit or like when you learn Spanish in school, you're like the dog went to the park. Like where is the library? It's that type of shit. But if you listen to Spanish songs, it's like the lyrics are literally like bad bitches in the club shaking ass, and you're like, all right, like I want to learn how people actually talk.
You learn what chocho is.
Yeah, all that crazy shit. And then you also start to learn like the different artists from different countries have like different words that they only say in certain countries and all that type of shit. It's super cool. Spanish is like people who don't know Spanish, they really consider like, oh, do you know Spanish? I'm like, yeah, but it depends on who's talking to me if I'm gonna know what the fuck they're saying or not. Like I grew up with all Mexicans and my wife is Honduran, but like if a Colombian or like South American person talks to me, they use words that I never heard before my entire life.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same as like California English versus Florida English, like the same type of shit. Yeah, Atlanta English versus New York, same exact
even thing. Us, I've been told that I talk funny.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, and it's even funnier because my wife's family is from like the country in Honduras. So even in Honduras, the people in the city make fun of how they talk and vice versa.
Yeah.
So that shit is like worldwide. It don't really matter what language you speak. It's like you start to realize that like English is not just English. Like Spanish is not just Spanish. Because like you speaking of that, a perfect example is when we were in college and my wife and I had only probably been dating for like 2 years or like a year and a half, something like that. And like she knew you, she knew Russ, and she knew like the close friends that would come up and chill with us from college. But then one time a whole bunch of boys from Farnham came up to party with us. Like Dre, some other people came up to my house, and I remember we were sitting in the we're sitting in the living room having a conversation, and I guess it was like just the Farnham accent. So all of us like we super turned up the Northern Neck accent, and we walked out of the room. She was like, I did not understand a fucking word any of y'all were saying, bro. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, it didn't even sound to me like y'all were speaking English. I'm like, yeah, that's that Northern Neck shit. Like,
yeah, we down show, yeah. Because when I went to school, motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm like, bitch, I'm speaking English.
Yeah, when I work, like, when I get on work meetings, I have to be like, hey, hi, everyone. Like, how's everybody doing? And I'll call Ray Ray and be like, hey, motherfucker, how you doing, playboy? Like,
but I wanted to go back to you saying, like teachers and shit, they hate a motherfucker that gets good grades but still acting up.
Bro, they can't stand it.
Like, bro, I was in middle school. I can't remember who our fucking science teacher was in like either 6th or 7th grade. But bro, I remember like I had straight A's in that bitch.
I couldn't tell you who. Mr. Payton was 7th grade. I couldn't tell you the
other. I saw it was 6th then. So I just remember it was a woman. And you remember that song, North Carolina?
Put your hands up, take your shirt off. Yeah.
All right, so that came.
Twist it around your head.
That just came on, right?
Is that a
Petey Pablo?
Yeah, that's a Petey Pablo. Petey Pablo.
So I get on top of the desk. I got straight A's, bro. I get on top of the desk. Took my shirt. I had 2 shirts on.
You got a beater on underneath or some shit.
So I can't remember. But I took my main shirt off. Did that shit. She ain't say shit. Fucking Enrique do the same shit. She sent that nigga to the office. Bro, if you got good grades and you doing that dumb shit, bro.
Yeah, like I was saying in Spanish class, I had straight A's. So she like she would send me to the office for shit that wasn't even like her class rules. It was like school rules. Like something that pissed me the fuck off, bro. I won't put his name out there, but the dude who was the vice principal at our school, fuck this dude, and I will never have respect for this dude to the day I live.
What grades?
Our senior year.
Oh yeah.
Our senior year.
Bro, we couldn't even dance in prom, bro. He was like, gotta have separation. Like, I'm gonna feel his ass.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to catch some cheeks, cuz. Our senior year, I was a really good baseball player in high school. And at the time, at that point in the season, basically I had like emerged as the best pitcher on our team. Like going into the year, my senior year, I was supposed to be the number 2 pitcher. But like at that point in the season, it was like probably like 10 games in. I had like cemented myself as the number 1 pitcher. And Miss Spanish teacher took my phone in class because I was like checking my phone, basically like it was either some dumb shit. Like I was either like texting my girlfriend at the time or like texting somebody else on the baseball team about like what time we were supposed to meet up to get the bus or some shit. And she saw me like texting on my phone in my pocket, took it from me, sent me to the office. And when I get in the office, the dude who was the vice principal was basically like, oh, this is the second time you've had your phone taken by a teacher, so you have to get suspended for 1 day tomorrow. And I'm like, and I literally looked this dude in the face. I was like, yo, I have literally straight A's. Like, look at my report card. There's not a B on there. We have a baseball game tomorrow, and it's my senior year, and I'm supposed to pitch tomorrow. So you're telling me that because I was politely checking my cell phone in my pocket, like I didn't even take this shit out, nothing, politely checking my cell phone under the desk and put it back in my pocket, and the teacher saw me and took it and sent it here. You're telling me that you're going to suspend me from and make me miss a baseball game from my senior year of high school. I will never get this shit back. Like I will be 50 years old thinking about the one game that I didn't get to play when I was 18. 2, I'm the best pitcher on the squad and you know it. So you're literally telling me that you're willing to hurt the school for me having a phone out in class? And 3, like, first of all, this is fucking dumb because like 5 years after that, every fucking kid in the school had a phone.
Had a phone, bro.
And like
they don't give. I think they got more strict now, but for a while now.
For a while, like for a few years after we graduated, every single kid had a phone
in the class,
like an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's like, to put it in perspective, we graduated in 2012. The iPhone came out our freshman year of high school. So when I say like I got my phone taken, like that bitch was like a flip phone from Walmart that I had to like steal $10 from my dad to go to Verizon and buy go to 7-Eleven and buy a prepaid.
They don't know about that shit,
bro. So I got like the prepaid flip phone with like limited text messages I can even send. So it's not even like I'm like on this bitch playing games, listening to music. I'm literally like texting somebody important. So they take my fucking phone and suspend me on the day we have a baseball game that I'm supposed to pitch. So I'm like, so you want me to go tell the baseball coach right now, like that I can't pitch tomorrow and that you're the one that suspended me? And he's like, well, it's your responsibility, like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro.
Hey, they got his ass out of there the next year.
The next year, that principal was gone. Long story short, they literally fucking suspend me. They don't let me go to school the next day. And the rule is if you don't go to school that day, you can't play in the game. Our team fucking lost because we didn't have anybody to pitch. And I go back to school the next week, and this dickhead has the balls to look at me and be like, I hope you learned your lesson about having your phone out. I'm like, motherfucker, my phone out? Like, in 5 years, everybody from now is going to have a fucking computer in their pocket, and you just made the school lose a baseball game because I was texting, like, in my, like, on the side on a flip phone. And the real reason I knew I ain't fuck with that dude, because at the end of the year, they named me All-State. And he didn't say shit to me. I was like, yeah, I was All-State despite missing that one game. Like, that's what I said to him. And he was like, I was just like, oh my God, this is the dumbest shit. And I remember I never forgot that shit because like 2 years later, like you said, everybody in the whole fucking school had a That was probably like iPhone 4 or 5 by the time we graduated.
At least you didn't get suspended over bringing parsley on the bus.
Oh my God,
for
bro.
10 days.
10 days? They suspended you for 10 days?
Yeah, it was 10 days.
That's 2 whole school weeks
10 days.
for having a bag of parsley.
Yep.
And it wasn't like you were trying to sell that shit. And you was in culinary arts.
Yeah. Yep. 10 days.
For having a bag of oregano or parsley or some shit.
Yep.
Like, all right, don't get me wrong.
I mean, that was stupid of me to even bring that on the bus in a baggie like that, but I wasn't trying to sell this shit.
Also, like,
they called me to the office. They was like, you know what you in here for? I was like, no. And it was like, and they showed me the thing, and I started laughing. And they had straight face. And it was like, we're going to have to send this to the lab. I'm like, lab? Nigga, just open it up, smell it, look at this shit. Right. And they was like, yeah, be that as it may, we still going to have to suspend you for 10 days. I was like, how the fuck I'm going to go home and tell Tina this shit?
Can you imagine?
I got suspended for some parsley.
Can you imagine if that was like real life and not school? Like,
what you mean?
Like a dumbass cop arrested you for having a bag of parsley, and you were like, "No, send it to the lab."
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking like you didn't break a single law. You didn't break a single. There's no rule in the rule book that says kids shall not bring parsley to school in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. That's why, like, back in the day, some teachers and principals were straight dickheads.
Yeah.
Because, like, how does that teach you anything? Like, what's the lesson you learned from that? I guess I shouldn't put my cooking spices in a plastic bag.
Right? Maybe I was trying to bring some home for a recipe, bitch.
You were literally...
And what made it even worse?
You were literally in culinary arts class.
My bus driver is the one that snitched on me. He was my neighbor at the time.
How you snitch on a kid
for
having... Like, this is what blows my mind. It's like, at least in my situation I was just talking about, there was like a rule. It's like, oh, if you get your phone taken twice, you get suspended. Like, what's the rule you broke? Like, they're literally... That's like in real life if you get pulled over by a cop and they're like, oh, is this crack in this bag? And you're like, no, open it up. It's flour.
Yeah.
And they looked at it and tested it and it's like, even though it's flour, you're still, you're still going to jail for 10 days. Like, you're not teaching kids nothing with that. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's a lot of people that, like, as you get older and start to mature, you realize that a lot of, like, don't get me wrong. Like, my dad is a teacher, and there was a lot of good teachers that we had that, like, really had a good impact on my life.
Yeah, like I like Mr. Winfield.
Yeah, for sure. Like, a lot of teachers we had in high school, like, actually taught me, like, super valuable, not just school shit, but, like, life lessons and all that good shit. But you also realize that, like, a couple of the people that had power over you in high school were, like, one, not smart, and two, like, they probably only did that shit because the only people in their whole entire life that they had power over was kids. Not even their own kids.
Yep.
Like, there's another story that I was thinking about the other day. The dude who was the choir director when we were in elementary school.
TD? No. I'm thinking about the damn coach.
Got the same name as a state. But remember, we had after school choir, and our school was called the Dragons.
Oh yeah, fuck that dude, popsicle head shaped motherfucker.
Bro, this dude one time, at the time when I was young, I didn't realize how fucked up it was. But I remember one time we were in the middle of a concert, and I was literally about to shit myself. Like, I was like, bro, I'm about to shit. Like, I'm sick. Like, my stomach is sick. I was like 9 years old, and I was like, I walked to the side and, like, asked him to use the bathroom in the middle of a concert. The next day, this dude stood me up in front of the whole entire choir and just shit on me for like 10 minutes. For, like, if anybody ever asks to go to the bathroom again in the middle of a concert, you are getting kicked out. And I'm like, dog, how do you, like, I look back and I'm like, how do you feel good about yourself? Like, I was like 9 years old. Like, I don't even understand. Like, you have no comprehension of, like, oh, I shouldn't do this right now.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you just got to shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm just sick and I got to, like, and then you look back on it and you're like, it's people like that like become teachers pretty much because the only reason is, like, you probably don't got power over nothing in your life. It's the same thing like we were talking about with cops last time. It's like you either got beat up or bullied in high school.
Do you remember his wife? She was a teacher too, and she was mean as a bitch.
Mean, bro.
He ain't had no power over her.
Mean. And that's the thing with, like, all systems. Like, when I say, like, systems like school or, like, church or whatever, bro, whether it be, like, adults like reading kids books at the library or anything. It's like you got to understand that the point of this shit is good, but like cops is another one. Like the whole point of like these like systems that we have in place is supposed to be that so like the ideal person can get in that position and like do good at it and like do some sort of good.
Yeah.
But you also got to realize like this is the perfect opportunity for some fuckhead to get in there and use that power for
And
bad.
be a fuckhead, yep.
Yeah. So you
And
got
give the rest of the fucking people a bad name. Yeah.
Like what? Like whether it's like priests or cops or teachers or any of that shit, bro. So you gotta like people are, especially in 2025, bro. Like you gotta realize that like not everybody out here has your best intentions in mind, especially for kids, dog.
That's another thing I used to tell people. Like nobody gives a fuck about you.
No.
Except for maybe like your family, your mom, dad, and like brothers, sisters, close. You know, other than that, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you.
No,
they really don't.
Yeah, because like all the shit that happened to us, like there's way worse shit that happened to other kids. Like we're telling funny stories basically, but like that's one thing I don't understand about some people is that like they act like everybody in the world is good, or they act like, oh, there's no possible way that like letting this dude like go in the women's bathroom can be a bad thing, or like let this dude like, or like let anybody become a cop can be a bad thing. It's like no. Like 99% of the time it's going to be the good thing, but you also got to remember that like 1% of the time this system has opened the door for people to do fuck shit, bro.
Yes, sir.
But we got to go to a lighter note because the fucking Braves are killing me over here.
Oh
bro.
shit done froze on me. But
they lost 4 of their last 5, killing me. I'm gonna put it on the.
Man, don't say that. You've been saying that past episodes. I watched that shit. Ain't nothing on that bitch.
What?
Well, you gonna put it on?
I'll really put this one on there.
Oh.
Look, this is me watching the Braves the last few days because I thought this was dope. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I found this page called like Love Watts, which is basically just like a whole bunch of art sculptures. It's like modern art, right? And this dude, I don't know where he's from, but he made a sculpture.
Oh yeah. You sent, I seen that.
It's just like a wooden guy like banging his head on the fucking window. That's me watching the Braves the last 4 or 5 days, bro. Oh, they're killing me.
Yeah. So being an Atlanta fan.
Yep. We gotta.
I ain't got that shit tatted on me, so I guess I'm stuck a Falcons fan forever.
Forever. We gotta get BF on here to talk about baseball. He said he wants to call in on Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and be on FaceTime so we can talk about baseball. That'd be pretty tight.
Baseball segment.
Baseball, yeah, right. And now for today's baseball segment with BF.
They gonna win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You talking about Ollie?
Yeah.
Ollie, what's the weather? It's gonna rain.
I think they got rid of old Ollie.
Did he die?
I don't know, Flann. But I got a Keegan story to tell to lighten the mood after all that shit we just talked about. You know the story. Sing along with me. Say no. No, remember that time I told you that me and my buddy, my coworker at the time, was coming down the road on the way home from work. Like, and we was low on gas, like real low. And we was like, bro, we gotta get some gas. Bro.
the check, like the light came on and everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, so he was super low.
Yeah. Bro, we riding and like it was this broken down car and it was this young petite. Well, she was of age, let me clarify that.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But you just gotta, the world we live in today. But petite girl, motherfucking, it didn't make sense. Like her ass was, I don't know, bro. I don't know if that shit was fake or what, bro. That was like the most perfect shit I ever seen
Cheeks
for my
out.
life. Yeah.
Cheeks out on the side of the highway is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, her cheeks went out, but that shit was like, I wish you could use my eyes to see that. But so me and him was like, God damn, what the fuck? So we continue driving. The whole time we just talking about that.
Like, you didn't see that ass on the side of the highway?
For like the next 20 minutes, just talking about that one thing. And out of nowhere, But he was driving. My coworker was driving. He was like the car started puckering and shit. We like, what the fuck going on? And he was like, oh shit, we forgot to get gas. Bro, we had to call our project manager and be like, and that's, I mean, he was a cool dude. We were like, bro, we seen this ass on the road. We needed gas, bro. That shit distracted us. Come get us. Come help us. That man came and helped us, bro. He didn't give a fuck.
That's the power of that P.
Power of that P.
Damn. How you, and the funny thing is that lady will never know.
Never.
She'll never know.
See her again.
Yep, never know that.
I don't remember the face, nothing.
Yeah, she caused 2 random men to run out of gas on the side of the highway. Crazy. Oh Lord, God damn it. Oh, geekness.
Yeah, that's some geekness ass shit.
Yeah, so we started with geekness stuff on the highway and ended with geekness stuff on the highway. We went from somebody throwing up out their car to seeing ass on the side of the highway.
Run out of gas.
Yeah, ass, gas, or grass.
Yep.
People used to say that shit all the time.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You can't ride for free. You got to give me gas, grass, or ass.
Oh, okay.
Like you either got to give weed. Yeah, like you either got to give me some money for gas, some weed. We got to get that ass up, baby.
You got to give it up.
Well, I don't think I got shit else because I didn't even save that much stuff on Instagram this week like I'm supposed to.
How the NBA playoffs going? I ain't really been keeping up. I think the Thunder's up with like 3-1 or something.
Yeah, Thunder's up 3-1, I think. Oh, they gave Shea the MVP?
Yeah.
He deserves it for real.
Yeah, but they need to stop doing that. They need to give the awards at the end of that season before playoffs start.
Yeah, the same way every other sport does.
Yeah, because the same would let the Cavs, like their coach got coach of the year, but they also got fucking swept. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
also it's like it makes people forget that those awards are not for the playoffs. Like those are regular season awards. Yeah. So why do you not give them out before the playoffs even start?
I don't know. They need to change that.
Because then it's like, oh yeah, this guy who was coach of the year who just got swept by the fucking
like how does that look?
By Halliburton.
Yeah, how does that look, bro?
Oh shit. Who was defensive player of the year?
Is it a boy from the Cavs? Their center. Oh, the power forward. Fuck, what the fuck is that?
Mobley,
I think he got it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Talk to me.
Who is it, man? It was Mobley.
Yeah, it should have been the boy from the Hawks.
Who?
Dyson Daniels.
Dyson Daniels?
Yeah, the Australian.
Oh, yeah, the light-skinned dude?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we went to see them play in real life, he balled out.
Yeah, bro, you see, Trae Young ain't fucking make any all-team. Like, bro, how you lead the league in assists, like, damn near historic numbers?
And average, like, what, like 24? Yeah.
And you not nothing? Not even third team?
Yeah, man, that shit is fucked.
That shit is crazy.
It's like, I feel like the NBA nowadays is like they don't even give love to a team unless they win. Like if you're a great player stuck on like a mediocre team, you don't even got a chance to win awards.
That shit's stupid.
Who won? Who was first team all NBA? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't either. I ain't really been keeping up with shit.
Yeah, right. I don't even give a shit that much. Cause
I'm ready for football.
Football. No, I'm living my dream right now in baseball season.
What you mean living your dream?
It's the dream every year. It always comes every year. It's the most wonderful time. Living my dream. I don't know. Just watching baseball. It's sick as fuck, bro. Okay.
I was about to say, because you said you just showed me a damn video of boy banging his head on this shit. You can't be having fun with this.
But still, like, I don't know. Still, just baseball in general makes me so fucking happy. All right. First team all NBA was Giannis.
Yeah.
Joker, Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, and Shea.
Oh, they gave him that. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell balled up.
But Tatum, he averaged 26.8 and only shot 45%.
Who was second team?
Second team, LeBron, Curry, Brunson, Mobley, Anthony Edwards.
I guess. Third.
Curry averaged 24.5.
24-5.
24-5 and 6 assists. That Trae Young had better numbers than that. And Curry only shot 44%. Like it wasn't like he had an insane shooting percentage.
So what's third now?
Third team is Harden, Karl Anthony Towns, Halliburton, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Williams from the Thunder. Halliburton averaged.
Damn, they gave Jalen Williams the nod.
Jalen Williams has better numbers than fucking Halliburton. Halliburton only averaged 18.6 points a game and 9.2 assists and made it over Trae Young.
Nah, that's crazy.
The NBA robbed Trae Young for at least all NBA third
And
team.
they be doing the same shit for the like All-Star games. He always got to be like a reserve or some shit.
Bro,
somebody get hurt.
What?
Like that's
Tyrese
crazy.
Halliburton got all NBA over Trae Young. That is disrespectful.
For the regular season. For the regular season play.
Yeah, these are regular season awards. These are regular season awards. Dog, and Karl Anthony Towns, Cat had 24-4 and 12.8 rebounds a game and was somehow third team. What?
What LeBron have?
He was second team, right?
Yeah.
24-4, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists. Yeah, that's all NBA numbers.
Yeah.
And shot 51.3%. But dog, Halliburton over Trae Young for a third team. What is happening?
Disrespect.
Disrespectful.
It's cool. He gonna come back strong next year.
Trae Young's numbers this year, he was 24.2 points a game, 11.6 assists per game, which was first in the NBA, and didn't make any all teams for the NBA. Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Didn't he make the All-Star?
Yeah, he was a reserve, right?
Yeah, Giannis didn't play or some shit.
What is happening? I guess the shooting percentage is what they're factoring in.
Yeah, you can't even
it says Trae only shot like 41 or 42%, but who cares if he led the whole fucking world in assists? Disrespect. And on that note, the Braves lost again. To the goddamn Phillies of all people.
Oh, yeah, y'all like them boys.
Oh, my God, dude. I'm a Washington Commanders fan in football and a Braves fan for baseball. So both the Philadelphia teams are like my nemesis. Like I be seeing the Phillies. I be seeing remember we had a coach, Frenafrot.
That man ain't do shit.
Nothing. But I'd be seeing the Phillies uniforms and it's like something in my brain like, it's like a fucking shark who sees blood in the water. That shit, And they just beat us 2-0, which means the Braves, I think, have lost 5 of their last 6 games. Even though Acuna is back and balling, we're sliding out of playoff contention. So maybe by next week I'll be on here and I'll have to wear another Braves jersey for good luck. Because the last time I did that, they started playing good.
There you go.
The Sanders ain't doing it for us. We got 1 Sanders, 2 Sanders.
20, 21.
Oh, no, I was going to say 1 Sanders, 2 Sanders, red Sanders, blue Sanders.
Okay, yeah. I'm fucking with it.
Oh, man. And the funny thing is we didn't even realize that shit until we put him up. That's the greatest running back of all time and the greatest cornerback of all time.
Sander boys. And they both came in at the same draft.
Yep. No debate there.
Yeah. If y'all don't think Barry Sanders is the best running back ever, something wrong with you.
Yeah, you haven't seen his highlight tape. There's no way that anybody in NFL history is better than Barry Sanders. And maybe there's a couple guys you could argue that were better than Deion, but not in his prime. In his prime, Deion was the best corner in the league and the best punt returner in the league at the same time.
And even played a little receiver.
Yeah. And he played for the fucking Braves.
Yeah,
and won a World Series. Deion Sanders is the only person to win a championship in football and in baseball. And then Bo Jackson is the only person to make the All-Star game for both. Like the Pro Bowl and the All-Star game in baseball.
And it's like, I don't know. I mean, Bo was a good talent and stuff, but people will always be like hyping him up like he's like the best ever. It's like, bro, he ain't even got the stats to even.
Nah, he was the best ever, but for like 2 years.
Look at his stats.
You ain't never watched the documentary on him? On how he got hurt?
Yeah, I seen it, but I'm just saying, look at his stats, though. That shit.
I think the reason that people have that opinion of him is because he was the best ever in college. Like his senior year of college, he was the best college running back ever. Yeah, but it's like in
the NFL, I don't even think he got over 1,000 once.
For real?
Look at that shit, bro.
Damn, he's only 62 years old. The craziest Bo Jackson story from that, this is his baseball. My fault. The craziest Bo Jackson story in that documentary that they made about him is he built a gym in his house and he never used it. The only reason he put a gym in his house was so that people wouldn't think he was on steroids. Like he literally basically never did shit but sit-ups, push-ups, and like squats, body squats, and that was it. And people did not fucking believe him that he didn't lift weights. So like there was starting to go like rumors go around that like, oh, this dude's got to be on steroids. So he put a gym in his house just so that people would stop asking questions. He made the Pro Bowl one time. Nope, never had 1,000 yards season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck niggas hype him up like that, bro?
Oh, but also, those were only 10, 11 game seasons. So he had, like, one year, he had 950 in 11 games and made the Pro Bowl.
11? When did he play? In the 90s, right?
89 was 89? That year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But damn, you right.
Like, ain't nothing to go crazy. Like, fucking Walter Payton was playing around there, too. And he was
dog, that's the crazy fact that I learned today. Bo Jackson never had 1,000-yard rushing season in the NFL. So Bo Jackson's best baseball season is way better than his best NFL season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, hype him up for baseball more than the NFL. I mean, he's a great athlete. Well, was a great athlete, but it's like...
Yeah, dog. So, the year that he made the All-Star game, his 2 years in baseball that he was really good, yeah, he hit 32 home runs. 4 years in a row, he hit 22, 25, 32, 28 home runs. And, like, decent batting average, too. So, damn, bro. Holy shit. You just blew my mind. So, Bo Jackson's, in the pros, not in college, in the pros, has better baseball stats than he does football.
But they hype him up more for football.
Yeah.
Techno Bowl and shit?
Maybe, that shit? Maybe that's another reason why people hype him up, because of like video games. But also, like, they always be putting him on like the legend teams on Madden and on NFL Street.
I was like, wow, bro. Right? It's more people that deserve that over there.
Yeah, and the craziest part is, from what I just looked, he only has 16 career rushing touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why is he?
He played in the NFL for 4 years. And
I just don't get that shit.
His 4 years in the NFL, he had 4 touchdowns, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns. His career high for touchdowns was 5. What?
But they hype this man up like he's like the greatest ever. Well, some people do.
What the fuck?
I don't get that shit, bro. It don't add up to me.
His career high for touchdowns is 5. Bro, like, there was dudes on the Commanders last year who had 5 who like weren't even starters. What the fuck? All right, so in 1990,
who you gonna look at, the running backs? Yeah, look at them niggas.
In 1990 in the NFL, who led the league?
When did Barry come in? Him and Dion. Was that 90 or 91? No, it was 89. The boys came in at 89.
Yeah,
so they should have been running.
Bo Jackson came in like 87, 88. So Bo Jackson made the Pro Bowl in 1990 with 5 touchdowns.
How? Unless he was doing some kick return and shit or some shit.
And Emmitt Smith led the league and only had 927 yards.
Damn.
Wait. No. Ernest Byer led the league and had. This list is not in order. No. Barry Sanders had 1,300.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
1,300 yards. And how many touchdowns that same year? In 1990.
Who, for Barry?
Yeah. It had to be more than fucking 5. Dude, Bo Jackson only had 5 touchdowns in the best year of his career. What is happening? That same year, Barry Sanders had 13 and ran for 1,300 yards. It's like not even comparable. It's like,
unless the AFC was just some ass running backs or some shit.
It's not even comparable, dog. Like Barry Sanders' rookie year, he had 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And Bo Jackson's career high was... Yeah, I feel like I've been lied to, not because somebody convinced me that he was the best, but because they always put him on the legend teams. Like on NFL Street 2 or whatever. It was like 2, I think, that he was on the legends team. They always put him on the legends teams on Madden and make him like 99 overall.
Mm-hmm. Like, what did he do to get 99?
Right? All right, before I straight shit on this dude for...
I don't know. Shit just don't add up, bro. It's a fucking mystery.
Let me see his college stats.
Shit, even with his college stats.
Holy fuck.
He ain't doing better than Barry.
No, in 1985, Bo Jackson, in 11 games, only 11 games, He ran for 1,800 yards and 17 touchdowns his senior year of college. That's the year he won the Heisman. So that right there is probably why people consider him the greatest. But that ain't the pros.
Look at Bears.
That ain't the pros, though. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, Bo Jackson's not even top 5 all-time running backs.
Hell no, he ain't even top 10.
No.
For me.
Let me see. Oh, you said it's college.
Mm-hmm.
Bo had, what, 1,700? Holy
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, look at this nigga over 2,000 and shit.
dog. In 1988, which is the very next year, Barry Sanders in 11 games, had 2,628 yards and 37
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck are we talking about?
37 touchdowns,
What the fuck
bro.
are we talking about, bro?
Holy shit. So that's like 3.5 touchdowns per game and averaging over 215 rushing yards a game in college. Yeah, nobody will ever touch that ever again. Like, when was the last time we had a 2,000-yard rusher in college? Like, not the last few years.
What did Henry get?
Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
I don't think that. Like,
Somebody I feel like not too long ago did it. Type in the most recent 2,000-yard rusher in college football.
I'm tripping, bro. Genty had 2,600.
Oh, yeah.
I forget because that just happened. Yeah, Genty had 2,600 yards this past year.
For real? Shit,
Oh, damn, Chuba. In 2019, Chuba had 2,094.
Damn.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I would say it was multiple.
2,000
guys. Yeah.
2,194. Rashad Penny had 2,248. Damn it, bro. We have fucking Melvin Gordon had 2,587 in 2014. Yeah, Derrick Henry was.
Yeah, I knew Derrick Henry.
2015, 2,219. Damn it, man. Genty had 2,600.
Are they playing more games though? How many games?
Oh yeah, way more games.
Yeah. So
let me.
They still ain't touching Barry shit.
Yeah, that's like Genty had 2,600, but in 14 games. Barry played 11 and had the same.
Yeah,
that is insane, right? What did we say? Yeah, Barry had 26-28 in 11 games, and the only person to ever even come close is he still the all-time leading rusher for a single season? I don't see anybody else on this list more than that. Yeah, Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time, and it's not even close. Single season rushing record is Barry Sanders.
Yeah. And you said what was his number again?
2,628 in 11 games, dog. 11 games. And Genty last year is number 2 all time. 2,601. But he played 3 more games.
Yeah.
But god damn, bro, can you imagine all Genty had to do was break one run last year? He could have broke the all-time record. That's got to be...
And still wasn't the Heisman. Wasn't no Heisman trophy. They gave it to fucking Travis Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, right? What the fuck is happening,
What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Oh, Travis Hunter's a cool dude, though. Don't get me wrong. Generational talent. But if somebody ran for 2,600 yards and the only person that they can ever say is better than them was Barry Sanders, give them the fucking Heisman.
Yeah, like he should have got that shit.
Also, like, not to shit on Travis Hunter, but have you seen the videos of him running? No, I'm not talking about the girl. Have you seen the videos of him running routes at Jaguars camp?
Yeah.
I could run better routes than that. Yeah. Oh, my God, bro. It's making me think, like, damn, this dude might not play offense in the NFL. And if he does, like, he's not going to be able to, like...
He's not going to be what he thinks he's going to be.
Yeah.
Fucking Patrick Surtain and them boys going to shut
Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, can you imagine when, like, fucking Surtain or what's the other dude I was thinking of? Like, Riley Cooper or one of them boys gets up on him. Holy shit. He's not going to be able to do them little fucking... breakdown footsteps he was doing.
And he's small too, bro.
Yeah, he's a good dude though in real life. I feel bad for this dude, bro. Oh my God. He just got married to that chick who like 2 years ago or like 3 years ago.
I don't think it was 3.
It was God, yeah. Pray for Travis Hunter. All of Jacksonville right now needs to pray for Travis Hunter.
She coming for that bag.
Yeah, so he got married to
he got a prenup.
I don't think he did, dog.
Oh.
I don't think he did. He got married to his college girlfriend. And, like, don't get me wrong, that's cool. That's sweet. I got married to my college girlfriend. But My college girlfriend wasn't exposed fucking another dude and cooking food for some random person like 2 years before I got married to her. Like, they literally have like proof of this chick in another dude's room, like all like cooking for him, all sorts of other shit. Also, she was like while they were dating, she acted in a music video, and in the music video, the dude is like straight palming her whole ass cheek, and then like 2 or 3 years later, now Travis Hunter just married her. Married him. Oh man.
Wow, shit.
And he's such a good dude, bro. It's like I feel bad for him because you can tell, like my brother-in-law says, like he's sweet, bro. He's sweet. Like he don't know no better. Like you can tell. He you see the video, I mean the Facebook story that like that old lady shared from on the plane, where like basically this old lady like a month ago was on a plane and just so happened to get sat right beside Travis Hunter and had no idea who he was. And she was saying basically like how nice and polite he was, and then she realized like halfway through the flight, like, are you somebody famous? Like, and he told her like who he was, and she was like, oh, and then she posted on Facebook like he was the nicest young man, like signing autographs for me. Everybody took a picture with me so I could send it to my grandkids. So that made me realize like, yeah, bro, this guy, he's just sweet, bro. Like he,
ain't nothing wrong with that, but there's a lot of fucking evil in this world that's going to take advantage of that shit.
Oh my goodness,
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Don't nobody give a fuck about you in this world, bro.
To anybody out there who starts to make money, if a girl is not interested in you at all, and then all of a sudden you become rich and famous, and now she's begging to marry you, that should be red flag number one, dog.
Right?
Red flag number one. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's about to get cooked. He's like, I like the memes of him. They'll put it's like, what do you mean my girl can't act in a music video? You ever seen those?
I don't think so.
It's basically like they put like, it's like when he used to stream with the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's like they do the SpongeBob shit and make him look like SpongeBob. Okay. It's like, what do you mean my girl can't act in a music video? Oh God. Speaking of women chasing the bag of a rich dude, me and Eva just watched the show Sirens on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You seen that? Mm-mm. Oh, you should watch it. It's fire. But basically, the point of the show is there's a dude who's a billionaire, and his wife, the guy who's a billionaire's wife, is like borderline like psycho. Like people think she's psycho, and everybody from the outside thinks that she's like running a cult because all the people who like work for her like bow down to her and blah 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 blah. And really, you find out like halfway through the show that like she don't even have a prenup because the whole point of the marriage was supposed to be so she could have the rich dude's kids, and then she found out she couldn't have kids. So the part of the prenup was like, you only get half my shit if I die or divorce if you have my kid. So it really turns out that like everybody thought she was crazy and bag chasing, but in reality, if he leaves her, she don't get nothing. So that's the way she acts. Why she acts, and the cast is crazy. It's Kevin Bacon plays the rich dude. The wife is the white lady from Hunger Games. And then like the main character of the show is the girl from White Lotus. Not season 1, but season 2 of White Lotus. You should watch.
Familiar.
Yeah, you should watch that shit. You probably
I think I've seen it. Yeah, shit's about it.
It's also, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You ever watch that show?
Yeah.
It's got Dennis in there too.
I don't remember names.
Like the main dude, like the main how it's like a brother and sister on It's Always Sunny? Yeah. Not the blonde girl, but her brother.
Okay,
he's in
one?
it.
Is he the one that kind of?
Yeah. No, that's Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Charlie's the short one. It's the tall dude who's always like. Okay. That show is really good. Sirens. I just finished it. It makes me want to see the movie that girl is. So I really liked White Lotus season 2. Like, isn't it funny how I point with my pinky because like these fingers aren't fucking working right? I really like White Lotus season 2, and I really like Sirens, and it's the same actress in both of them. And that's the same girl that just put that movie out that you and I wanted to go see and we never got around to it, about like a girl who goes on a blind date with a dude, and while she's out on the blind date, somebody texts her and like, I kidnapped your son, and if you don't kill your date, I'm going to kill your son. Yeah. It's that same actress. It's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can't be watching no movies together, man. Motherfuckers might think we gay.
No, that's why we got to take my wife, bro. That's why I got to take my wife. Me and Ray Ray love to go to the movies together, and we got to take my wife every time. Because if not, you're going to have some stupid bitch of a waitress rubbing her belly.
Yeah.
Talking about, how do you want to split the check? This two? You two? But I ain't got shit else. What about you?
Send it.
Send it. It's number 6, baby. 6. Oh, let me not.
What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
No, that's a Drake song. It's a Drake song.
Yeah, it's a Drake. All right.
Yeah, it's a Drake song for sure. All right, Ray Ray.
All right, now.